Hello everyone. So as you know, I'm just going to do a flip here, just a couple seconds, let the earring park as usual, and see you in a second. Alright, so here we are, a little bit of noise. I'm going to start going this direction, so it won't be too much noise, hopefully. So how is everyone? For me, I can say I'm doing well. The cleanse detox that I'm doing, a heavy metal detox, is really helping. So on that note, if you're somebody that is struggling with energy, maybe physical pain, and might be some digestion problems for you, could be a whole bunch of different things, I would recommend that you look up heavy metal detox. I'm sure there's more than one. The one I'm doing is basically starting off with lemon water, then waiting 15-20 minutes, and celery smoothie. I know celery is not really for everyone, but hey, you want to heal or you don't want to heal. And after that, another 15-20 minutes after is a blueberry, cilantro, spirulina, trolera, barley juice, dulce smoothie. And then that's a morning routine that you go through. After that, it's basically you just gotta eat as well as possible. There's different things that we could eliminate from our diet to kind of make the cleanse work better. For a first month, I was really going hard with some really fresh and whole foods, no meat, no eggs, and yeah, it really did really good to me. So again, if you're struggling with certain things, look it up. If you want to heal, you'll take the time to look it up. If you don't want to heal, you won't. So what's on my mind today? Well, it's related to what I just talked about. And healing. We need, and I'm sorry to say this because I'm not someone that likes to tell people what we need to do. But my goodness, people, we need to heal so that we get rid of that irrational fear. We need to heal so we can see things clearly. Why am I saying that? Well, on the way here, I was thinking to myself, what am I going to talk about? Then I seen somebody try to step across to cross a road. I stopped, and the car in front of me also stopped, and then I pointed to the girl that she could cross, and she totally lost her mind. She started yelling, and I think she was ready to throw something at me. So heal so you can see things clearly, and you don't perceive somebody attacking you or whatever that she was perceiving. Because when we're in a state of trauma, when we're in our wounds, we misperceive. And I'm sure that there's a long story behind this girl, but at the end of the day, it's quite simple. She needs to dig into her trauma and her wounds, heal, so she's able to be free of that trauma and the lens that the trauma puts on us as we misperceive. So yeah, it was quite an experience where you go out, try to help someone, and they totally lose their mind. And that's going on in many different lives right now, where a lot of people are losing they're losing their minds as fear is starting to weigh down under consciousness, and they come up with stuff such as the immigrants are here to take over the country. Let me rephrase that. The immigrants are here to take over our country. Well, first of all, it is not your country, because Canada is not a place. Canada is an idea. And it's quite plain to see to anyone that this idea has nothing to do with the land that we're sitting on or that we're walking on. It is a corporation. So every single country is a corporation, which is corporation actually means in a sense, a dead body. So it's not even something alive, it's something that's dead. So yeah, so these people that say that the immigrants are taking over our country, first of all, it doesn't belong to you. Secondly, it doesn't even exist. It's dead. Yeah, I know that some people will say, what are you talking about? Well, do some research. Look up how Canada, US is a corporation, a business. No different than Home Depot and McDonald's. And on that note, I want to just say that the whole system that we are living under, it is about death. So we hear about debt. Are you in debt or not, right? So do you have a mortgage and you have loans that put you in debt? That's a play on words on the word death. And it all starts making sense if you look at how they restrict our freedoms. And if you look at the food that's found within this system, such as at McDonald's, all the other places, all this food is not anything that's nutritious. It's been pumped, sprayed, abused. This is nothing that's beneficial to us. But what they do is they add all sorts of flavorers to make it seem so good. They're tricking our minds by believing that whatever they have to sell is something that's good. So we all have a choice. You want to be part of this system, which is all about an illusion, or you want to return back to reality. You want to be connected with what is alive, And yeah, our food is a big part of this, as I'm living right now, and how I can say that my energy levels and how physically speaking I'm so much better. Pain is because I was eating foods that were alive. But the mind programming device tries to tell us that, oh, McDonald's is food as well. What are you talking about? Eat some McDonald's. It's all made from 100% Canadian beef. And then you're like, oh, see, Marcel, well, look into that 100% Canadian beef. It's a logo. It's a brand name. Just as these companies that say that they're organic or certified organic, it is not really that they're organic or certified organic. It is a brand name. It got us so confused that we don't know what's real and what's an illusion. But if we heal, then we start seeing through that. Right? We recognize that sugar is not food, but it's a drug. And yeah, then the light bulb in our mind goes on and says, whoa, I've been living a lie. And instead of getting angry at them, because they're just, these people that are doing this are obviously just trying to take advantage of us because, well, quite simply, they are in a state of fear. And they believe that if they are able to control every single thing in life, that they're going to alleviate themselves from this fear. But alas, they don't realize that once that they start controlling things, if they are successful in controlling things, then eventually they'll start fearing that they'll lose control. They're going to keep on pushing the boundaries in order to maintain that control. So what are we going to do with this? Well, hopefully you decide to heal. Because if you're healthy, if you think clearly, if you are able to heal these wounds of the trauma that you experienced, then you can start realizing that this is all a big game that these people are playing. And if we can free ourselves from this, then we can say that, well, it's not anything interesting to us, that these things that they have to offer in the system of the dead is not anything beneficial to you. And you will reject it because you're a living human being. And you know that feeding off of something dead is not going to be anything good. And believing in illusions is not going to help you whatsoever. So, heal the fear, heal the wounds, so that you will say, no, I'm not interested in this. And once so many people say that they're not interested in this, eventually the people that are quote unquote controlling things, I should say manipulating things, because I don't buy into the fact that they control. They would like to, but they don't. The mere fact that they have to exert some energy to manipulate us shows us how out of control that they actually are. So the choice has always been yours. I'm hoping that you choose freedom. I'm hoping that you choose life. Hoping that you choose peace. I'm hoping that you decide to free yourselves from things that are not true and not real. And you start living in the real world, not in this fictional illusion that they have set up as far as corporations, the debt system. So I'm hoping that more and more people realize that if you keep on going the direction that they're trying to herd us in, that we'll all end up in a 15-minute city. But, I should say not all, but most will, if they keep on living in a state of fear. I'm rooting for you. I'm hoping you choose freedom. I'm hoping you choose love. I'm hoping you choose what is really meant for you. But if you don't want to do the work and heal, then what you're actually saying is that you want a system that will control you. Then you'll be rushing to these 15-minute cities, and you'll be going into government programs because you don't believe in yourself and you believe that you need a savior. I was talking to someone yesterday, and they were telling me on how they don't see any hope as they look outside in the outside world and society. They don't see much hope. And of course, if somebody follows the news, looks out for people or I should say people have found themselves, if you look out for that, you're going to have a hard time finding some hope, because they don't want you to believe that there's any hope. They want us to believe that it is hopeless. So they're not going to show us anything that enlightens us or gives us hope, because they want us to, again, be dependent on them. But the real hope, where is it? It's found within you. And if you're feeling hopeless, well, you haven't found the hope that's within you. But if you heal, you will find that hope that's within you. If you feel that you're surrounded by darkness, if you can stop for a second, you will realize that you are the light that is noticing the darkness around you. what a powerful thing that is. When you realize that the hope that you're looking for is within you, the real you. That is the hope that we have. That's the only thing that can save us. There won't be a savior unless you connect with this hope that's inside of you, connecting to that light that's in you. But once you do, you'll be amazed what you can do, and you will amaze yourself on how before you're focusing on things that simply were not important. Things about the debt system, corporations, manipulators, things that drain our energy in one way or another. It's the same story. Before it was religions that were telling us how to live our lives, and it was very restrictive, right? Very controlling. Once people started connecting inside, and that usually I call spirituality, right? And you say, whoa, I don't need the church. I already have everything I need inside. And what a game changer that is. Do you want to fight the system? Become as free as you can. Yeah, become as free as you can. That's how we fight. We don't fight by using the same tactics that these psychopaths are using against us. Because if we do, we will just become one of them. And it won't take time, it won't take much time before we become the villain. And we try to impose ourselves into lives and try to control other people. That's exactly what they want us to do. Is to fight using all the same dirty tactics that they are on us. So, yeah, you gotta get out of that mentality that we need to fight fire with fire. The only thing that happens there is everybody gets burned. So, well. See, I'm on your side, but a lot of people, they might misperceive again because of they're in their wounds. But I want the best for you. And I can't give you your freedom. You have to claim it. And you claim it by doing the work to deprogram yourself. That's how you become free. And on that note, for people that are really interested in freedom, and that are people that are trying to free themselves from this evil system that we're in, I just finished watching yesterday was it a documentary, or I'm not sure what to call it really. It's on HBO. It's called The Anarchist. And if anybody has Crave TV, that's where I watched it. So if you have Crave, it's on there. And anarchists are usually described as people that want chaos. Well, the real meaning of anarchy means without rulers. So nobody telling you how to live your life. And they're all about personal responsibility, all about community. And there's this conference that goes on every year in Acapulco called Anarchapulco, which was created by Jeff Berwick. Jeff used to be somebody that I used to watch quite often, especially during COVID, as he is against all the mandates and all that stuff. But Jeff is someone that's very opportunistic, and not sure about now, but he used to ramble on about the controllers that were, from Israel. You know who I'm talking about. And that was basically every single show. It was a walk and talk just like this. And he was talking about how they rule everything. They rule the world of the dead. Do you care about people that rule people that are dead? They're dead. So, hey, if they wanna rule over a pile of dirt that's depleted and not anything useful, well, go ahead, claim your little mound that has basically zero value. I don't care. But yeah, the story was basically about how they were searching for community and to basically free everything, free the world. But at the end, most of them that were into this were not free themselves. And what happens when somebody who is not free and tries to help others become free? Well, it just makes matters worse, because we don't know really what they need, these people. So the whole thing ended up, whole Acapulco, in Acapulco, was very chaotic. The communities that were supposed to flourish from this all basically crumbled. And the story I found is a little bit too focused on people that were loose cannons and people that went downward and the downward spiral. There's way too much focus on that. But in a sense, it also shows how somebody that's not healed will create a mess. So, anyways. So I'm back to the start here. I'm going to wish you healing, clarity, freedom. But you have to claim it. Me wishing it for you is not going to do anything at all. So anyways, I love you all, and until next time.